Hello everyone, let's have Nikarin AR demo. Nikarin adds an augmented reality experience for any industrial IoT use cases by overlaying digital data upon the physical device. Vijay?
Yep. Thanks, Rajesh. So, what we will show you is the demo from a real factory floor. So, let me show what all the equipments we have. So, this is a drilling machine, and we have connected a lot of sensors to it, like RPM sensor, sound sensor, vibration sensor, temperature sensor, and smoke sensor. Right. So, this is another device. What we have is the AC motor. Right. So all these sensors are connected to Cumulosity, and we are having a real IoT data getting streamed into Cumulosity. Okay, so Balaji is a floor operator. He's going to operate this drilling machine. The task we have given to Balaji is to maintain RPM of 400 and does not should not exceed because that's going to affect it's going to break the construction, right? So that is what is the task given to Balaji. Since it is connected to Cumulosity, we will have all the speed RPM to be like seen in the Cumulosity. But the problem here is Balaji is having a physical device in his hand, and you have the Cumulosity UI somewhere, right? So he would not be able to really go and check what is the current reading, and he is going to maintain the drilling, right? So that is the problem. How we going to solve using Nikarin AR, where you get augmented the all the sensor reading on top of the physical device, and help Balaji to solve this problem. Okay. Okay. So now let's have Balaji to run the drilling machine with Nikarin AR. So every device has an identity called Nikarin identity, right? So that's what you see. Let me just scan this Nikarin now. Yeah, it's scanned. Now let's start have Balaji to run the drilling machine. So it's getting scanned, and you could just see the reading just augmented on top of it. So right now the RPM is 0. There's a temperature of 23, and that is a noise level of 0.9 intensity. So Balaji, can you now start using the drilling machine? Yep. Yep. So can you see the RPM is slowly increasing? Now let's see how what happens when he's going to exceed the RPM. Good. Yeah, now can you see the RPM of drilling machine just exceeded, and he gets an alert right in front of his eyes. So he could maintain the RPM under under the limit. So this is the power of augmented reality, where you have the digital content laid right on top of your physical object. So that is the power of augmented reality. So this is one use case what we have shown. Now let's go to the second use case, how we can have this by a remote assistant. So let me ask Rajesh to come. He's a remote assistant. Yep.
Thanks Vijay, let me have a look into it. So we have one of the option as a remote assistant. Let me load the digital twin menu. So yeah, now I have the device coming up. Can you operate the machine,
Yeah.
Vijay?
Yes, Balaji would do it.
So as I operate it, so the animation starts it over there. So you could see. So yeah,
Okay.
so the live data is coming up from the machine,
I think it's a little
right?
bubble, right?
And you
Can
could
you
also
close
see.
it and open it again? It's too far.
So let me open it again. So I'm just trying to open up the digital twin here.
Because reading was, yeah. Can you do it again?
Okay, so the twin is here, and yeah,
Yep.
we have
Yep.
the
You got
data
the
coming
reading.
up.
Yep. Perfectly fine. Yeah.
So as soon as he operates, I could see the live data coming up from here. So I could see the data coming up here. So Vijay, I think upon reading this live data, I don't see any problem with the device. So I think
Okay.
we are good to operate it.
Okay, thank you, Rajesh. So this is a demo where we could have like a digital twin, which can be used by a remote assistant to really see what's going on in his factory. Okay, so let's see how easy to register a new device into augmented reality experience. So basically, it's how long it's going to take, Rajesh, to register a new
Yep, it
device?
is a couple of minutes. We could
Okay,
onboard
okay,
a new machine and then we could do it. So,
okay,
so
great.
I'm just onto the Nigrin page, and in the Cumulosity, if you could see, we have other devices, which is like the electric motor. So this is what.
So this is the electric motor. Can you show it to the? Yeah, this is electric motor which has sensors attached to it. Same like kind of sensors like attached to it. And Rajesh will show you how you this can be AR enabled.
Okay. So in the Nigrin device, Nigrin platform, we'll just on the device configuration. So this is the Cumulosity tenant, and we have all the devices which is being registered. So now let's have the electric motor selected, and we'll say what are the measurements that we have it for this electric motor. So we have all these three. So I'm going to have all of them with me. So along while I'm registering, I could even upload the digital file of those electric motor as well. So if I open
So
it,
this is basically a digital twin that every factory has. So it's a 3D model of the exact motor.
okay. So we could have this device coming up here, and let me say add device. So once I have added the device will be listed here. And let me go walk you through other menus in the Nigrin. So one of them is digital twin animation. So while adding the device, we could even have some kind of animations to be added along with it. So let's say spin wheel route. I could say move X, and let me add one more stuff, screw, and say move X. So then submit. Okay. Apart from that, I have this administrator page where you could even map your process management and predictive maintenance URLs, right? So one is for the Zemantis, another one for the Agile apps, and we could even have the email IDs configured if there is any alert and you want to trigger a process that will be triggered to these users or cases will be created. So let me say web start all. Okay, it would take some a while. Now, once I have created these device identity, that's it. So you have created the device identity or you have registered the device into the Nigrin platform. Now, let's have the identity coming up over here. Okay. So we have this electric motor selected and generated an identity. So since we are doing it on the fly, so we'll read the identity from the monitor and we could proceed with. Hi Vijay, I think you could proceed with. Let me bring up the screen. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Can you see the readings just coming out of this motor? So you could see the vibration sensor and oops, yeah, 1 minute. me put it on top of it. Yeah. Can you see the vibration, sound, and the smoke level of this machine? So this is just augmenting on top of the motor. So as you see, it just took a couple of minutes to configure a new IoT device into this augmented reality platform. So apart from this, we have features of triggering a BPM process and Zemantus, right? So that's what we're going to show. So let's see if this particular drilling machine needs predictive maintenance. So it goes to, it's telling that it requires a predictive maintenance. So what it does is like this live reading of this motor is going to Zemantus, and there is a prediction done, and you could see that you require a predictive maintenance is required. So it's not only you read the parameters of cumulosity and augment on top of it, you can take actions on it as well, and you can as well create a maintenance ticket. So now let me click on to create a maintenance. A process is triggered. You could see another icon that I clicked on. A process is triggered. Now Rajesh will show where these tickets will be created in Agile Labs. So this is where the Zemantus thing, what have I shown, and these are the tickets that we just created using our Nikarin AR. So that is the power of our platform, where you will not only see the augmented, as well as you could take actions on top of it. Right. So let's go back to Rajesh to have one more use case done.
So now we had this motor, and we have an option called collaborate, where you could let me show this off. Okay, so while the motor was running, it was creating a noise, right? So, and the operator was saying that the noise was coming up from this particular area, which is on the rear side of the motor. So what we will do is we will let me mark this area so that I can ask my mechanic to fix this for me. Okay, and apart from this, I have some problem with these switches, because the switch is broken.
Switch is broken actually. Yeah.
So
So
I
he
have
has
to
to fix it.
mark this one as well. Okay, so I have marked this, and let me save this session. Okay, I have saved this session. So, and what I could do is I can ask my technician to come and fix these issues. So technician has come, and let me open up the collaborate session, and there is a download on top of it. So we just say download and see. So these are the two places where I need to fix the problem now. So if you see, there is something I have to fix it on the motor, and something that has to be fixed on the switch. Okay, so I think now I have to replace this switch. So let me mark this as done. Let's say like I have done this, and save the session again. Okay, so now I don't know how to fix this motor. So there is another feature in in Nikarin where I could learn how to do how to this operation. So let me start the training twin. Okay, so yeah, I have the virtual motor now. So if you could see, both the motors, the one is on the left is a virtual, and other one is a physical motor.
That's a digital twin of this motor.
Okay, so I need to fix the rear cap of this motor, right? So I have to know how to fix it. So I'm just, oh, I have to open up the screws first, and then, okay, I have to remove the rear cap. Now I could see the fans inside. So that's where the sound is coming up. So I have to fix these fans. So I could have the same fan over here as well. So then I have to remove the fan blades, and next I have to remove the fan filter. Okay, so this is how I have to remove it in the physical device and I have to fix it again.
So all these animations is what Rajesh was showing earlier in the Nikarin platform, where he has created a simple animation for this digital twin in the UI.
Okay, so once you have all these things, I have to fix them back. So let me fix it back. Great. So this is how I have to fix them back. So this is the addition. This is the feature where we could have the training twin for the devices, whatever we wanted. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's all what we wanted to show in our demo. The power of augmented reality, that's going to be the most revolutionary, and that's going to be the next wave for the IoT actually. So you could have digital content on a physical object of anything using Nikarin platform, and imagination is the limit. So it's not only applied for industrial IoT, it can be used for a retail store, or it can be used for packaging, like a logistic, where you could have the packages augmenting to know when this has to be delivered and etc. So the imagination is the limit for augmented reality. So whatever we have shown is something very small thing. Okay, thank you all. Bye.